Computer recording. All right, we're going to start one short on episode 16. Are we on episode 16? Oh boy. Of Dresden Files, Auto Weird. And
Sweet 16th.
Sweet, yeah. So I'll quickly recap. After going to the White Courthouse, you discovered that Joseph Lacroix had indeed been the big bad guy that you were looking for. He teleported a part of the White Courthouse as well as Joe Moffra to the beach, well, to his location on the other side of the border between Quebec and Ontario.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that fell in there from my bag.
At which point, you guys headed right there and realized he's trying to summon the Ogopogo, which you also know as Jorgen Munder and Tiamat. He had also an item that he had shipped along with the Jade Court that he had gotten from them potentially that allowed him to summon and drain the power of Tiamat to him, which when you got there he was doing. You fought his people, defeated them. Jack used a bunch of his power, and Alfred did a major attack only to reveal that he had been sort of prepared for some sort of retaliation and had created a illusion, at which point you guys took out his henchmen and came in, and the four of you are now, well, with Jack in the tree line, now facing against him. He stands there with Jack having taken away the stone, but he says, "I've become all-powerful.
I am a god."
Yeah. Je suis un deux. I guess.
Je suis un deux.
1, 2. Mon Dieu. But no, he has become a god, he says. The body of the Ogopogo lay strewn about 30, 40 feet behind him in the lake, just laying flat and dead. As he stands there in the water line, ice crystals around him, eyes glowing green, late at night. You are the last line of defense before he does whatever the fuck he's about to do. You are in combat. What is it?
Could the coin take over the Ogopogo if he's unconscious? Is he dead for sure?
Don't know. You can roll lore on your turn if you like.
Yeah.
But
it's good to know.
But whose is this? Oh, fantastic. All right, we're going to roll alertness. So Leo, roll for Bob, and I will tell you what his bonus to alertness is.
Oh, black or white?
Black.
Bob got a 2.
The body of, or the, you don't know if he's dead, but the body of Big Joe Moffra is on the ground there as well.
Bob got a 2.
You got a 2?
Yeah, I'm just giving you my raw rolls, right? You'll have to do whatever you need to do on your end.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll just say what you're doing, Bob, and I'll check your sheet, and Leo will roll for you.
We have the technology.
Yeah, exactly. So your alertness. Yeah.
Are we building Steve Apple? Steve Apple. Are we building Steve Austin?
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got a +1 to alertness, Bob. So you said
Yay.
you got a 2, so that would be a 3. What'd you get, Brandon?
0. Because this is for what, alertness?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, +3, so 3.
And Leo, what did you get?
A 5.
And what's your bonus to alertness, Leo?
Well, 2 plus alertness is 3. My bonus is 3, so 5.
So you would go first then. So Bob is fantastic. So it's going to be Joseph, Leo, Brandon, and Bob. Hey, Brandon, do you want to play Jordan's character?
Sure. Can he do anything right now? Other than die?
He can roll and do stuff.
Okay.
I thought you refreshed us all last session.
I gave you 2 extra fate points last session.
So he could cast again.
So yeah, it would be fate points plus you would have your natural refresh. Your every session You have your whatever your bonus is. You get that.
Yeah. I thought that's what I thought. That's why I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. He's pretty much blown his load. I'm like, you refreshed us last session.
Yeah. That's Joseph's. Boy, howdy.
Do you have a copy of his sheets?
Sort of. I don't know if you can see all the shit Joseph can do. Yes.
No, I have no idea what all Joseph can do.
Sorry, Jack. Jack sent me a sheet at some point. He's used all his conviction. If he does anything with conviction, which would be his magic, he would go into minor consequences. I know that.
But he could use one of my guns.
He could use guns, absolutely. Jordan Couture. There we go. Superb. Yeah, he has taken no social and no physical, although his physical can go up to 6. And his social can go up to 5. So he could be there and like fire guns or something.
I got my 30-06 and my 9mm on me.
Just
my 9.
Keep in mind that you're fighting a god.
All I got.
Are you leaving, Bob?
It's your turn. You go first.
1 second.
No,
For Bob.
No, I meant Bob. Are you leaving on the ferry, Bob?
Soon. Don't worry. I got Wi-Fi almost all the way across now.
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to stay connected. Might have to turn off my video.
Yeah. So you have, it's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. All right. Okay. So
Okay.
Joseph goes first. You see him standing there. His soaked from the water, eyes glowing green. You guys are within one zone of him now. He raises up one hand and the water rises into the air and comes flying forward to you, a tidal wave towards you. You're being hit with deluge and you need to roll there's a thing in here for deluge.
Survival?
Endurance. An endurance or anything athletics. You got to grab onto something. There's a tidal wave of water coming at you.
At all of us,
Thanks.
or who?
Everyone on the beach.
I'll be right back. I need water.
And I need water, getting water. So it's endurance. You'd roll endurance or something, but you got to beat in DC 8.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. So
I need to beat a DC 6?
8. You have to beat a DC 8.
Uh,
Or take 1 physical damage. And be pushed
Sorry,
back.
you have to beat a DC 8?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, man.
Or take 1 physical damage and be pushed back 1 zone.
all right, I'm taking that then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Huh?
I'm gonna roll and use inhuman speed with might.
Oh,
Jump out of the way.
inhuman speed is incredibly useful. Your alertness is at 4 for the purpose of determining initiative. So since you have inhuman speed, actually your position would have actually been higher in this. So actually Bob would go next.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna use a fate point. Use a fate
You're gonna
point.
use a fate point?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. What else does inhuman speed get you? Athletic abilities. All your athletic checks are made at +1, including dodging. When sprinting, this bonus is increased to 2. So casual movement, whenever you move as part of a physical action, what you're doing, you may move 1 zone without taking the negative penalty. So actually you can move back and not take the hit, Bob.
I take ya.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll. You literally, because you're so fast, you zip back as the water crashes at your feet. You see, let's roll for Jordan. Roll for Jordan. Find out if he's back a zone or not.
So he got 0.
He got 0. We're going to
Rolled
say
0.
he gets knocked back and he takes 1 physical damage. So
Okay.
1 point of, he can go up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slash. So he takes 1. For Jordan.
I think he'd take that anyway. I think he'd go that route anyway, just because of where he's sitting with his powers.
Yeah, and he gets knocked back.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Leo? Did you get knocked back a zone?
Yeah, I took the 1 damage.
You took the 1 damage?
Yeah.
All right. You hear him say, I am a god. I have become a living god. And then it's Bob's turn. What does Jean-Paul do? Oh, the
How many
Ogopogo
zones?
body has moved closer. It's almost on the land. It's almost up to
Can I
him.
can I see if it's breathing?
Yeah. You would roll scholarship. Your scholarship is +3. Leo, you want to roll for him? It's +3 for his scholarship.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm rolling for Bob.
Check out
That's
how you
correct.
do.
I got 2.
You got 2. It
Yeah.
looks as though it's dead from this. Although because do you have any lore points in lore? Roll a lore as well for me, Leo. It'd be +0 though. See if you can
So roll better this time.
better than a 1.
No, I rolled worse.
You rolled worse. You don't know, but the fact of the matter is there's like so many different gods and whatnot. The idea of a god dying, it's hard to believe that it might actually be dead. Like you don't know for sure, but it
Different
looks
state.
Dead. It looks dead.
Okay.
All right, up next. So let's go. That's Joseph. Then that's Bob. Do you want to do anything? Any attacks? Any stuff like that?
Sure. I'm gonna try to get closer to my brother physically, and openly pray for Michael's intervention because this is a god that is impugning on free will now.
Yeah. So that would be, I would imagine, presence. And
Presence.
So you could move 1 zone, which would bring you to the start of the zone. So the next move, like you got moved back really far, right? Just taking a hit. So, which you didn't take the hit. You moved. You literally moved. So you'd be moving back to where you were at the start of the zone. Right?
Okay, and then I shoot my 9mm.
Okay, but you said you wanted to call on Michael or something.
Yes, yeah, on the angel Michael. I'm just gonna call on him for aid
So you have alertness
because gods aren't supposed to interfere with free will, right?
empathy. Are you using empathy, conviction, rapport,
Conviction.
presence? Conviction, so it's +5. So can you roll
So
that
my
for me?
conviction and my faith.
Yeah. Roll that for me, Leo.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I keep forgetting I have to roll for Bob. So what am I rolling? Conviction?
Yeah. So what'd you get?
+3.
So you've got an 8. You
Yeah.
begin imploring to the holy above, spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch, and you're like,
Yeah.
Michael, hear my prayers. However you would say it, really.
Yeah. And I whip out my 9mm and take 2 shots at my brother.
Because you have inhuman speed, I will allow that. All right, roll weapons +1 for me, Leo.
3.
3?
Yeah.
All right, and then he rolls. That would be, I think he has an 8 for his thing. Oh, I'm writing on the back of his sheet. That's the wrong one. There's the right one. I don't know why that one was there. Explain lore, conviction. There he goes. So he got a 4, so you miss.
I got a 4 too.
You said you had a 4?
Yeah. I got +1 with a 3. It's a 4.
Yeah, it goes to defender.
Okay.
In this
Do you have
sense,
any actions left or am I done?
that would be your. I allowed you to take 1 more action.
Okay. Okay. I'm not being greedy.
All right. Up next would be Leo. What does Alfred do?
I'm gonna. Do I know anything about gods and how to revive them?
Well, you can send his power back by killing the guy with your axe.
I could what?
You can give his power back by killing my brother with your axe.
I don't
And
have.
separate
an
him from the
axe.
power. Oh, whatever. Your sword.
He doesn't have the axe. Brandon has the axe.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how are you?
Although Leo has a holy weapon, so.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna slash him.
Okay. So you are 1 zone back. You would have to move a full zone and then a second zone to be at him.
Okay, I'll move.
So that would be
I'll
2 full moves, which would be the only thing you can do at that point is talk. Talk or
Oh
roll
no!
is there something
I
else?
got knocked back 1, right?
Did you take the hit?
Yeah, I took the hit, so I got knocked back 1.
So there's the zone. Sorry, there's the zone he's in, which he's here. You guys were here at the start of the zone 1. When he did the wave, it knocked you back a full zone. So
I was right next to him.
So you would have been knocked to here. So yeah, you
Right.
would do a full move to be. You're right. So you got moved back 1 zone. So you do
Right,
a
so-
full move.
Anyways, I'm gonna attack the fucker, okay?
Mhm.
I roll an 8.
You roll an 8.
Yes.
All right. So again,
Use a fate point.
I'm not done yet. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I used last time.
You can see where you're at.
All right. So you got an 8.
Yep.
So 7. So he got a 7, and he's going to use secret training, which will bring him to a 9.
That's great. So since he's a ghost/demon, I am seriously using my wandering monk to exercise all demons. Okay. So that's 1 fate point. Then obviously my skills aren't enough to kill him in a single shot. So that's 2 fate points. I have the green destiny, which is 3 fate points. Okay. I am avenging my allies because he's the one that's fucked everything up from the beginning. So that's 4 fate points. I have all my friends around here. He's killed the fucking Ogopogo, right? So I am, through friendship, we triumph. That's 5 fate points, okay?
Okay.
And because he killed my master and I was a potential student of my master, that's 6 fate points. Fuck that up.
So 12 plus 8, that's 20. You brought it
So
to
isn't a fate point worth 2 damage?
fate point is worth 2 points onto what you're rolling, yeah?
Yeah.
So I rolled an 8 plus
So
So that'll
12.
be 10 plus 8, 18.
So you had, well, he rolled an 8, plus he did 6 things altogether, right? 6 or 5?
5.
6.
6, so that'll be 12. That's
So
20.
12 plus 8 is 20, yeah.
Cool.
So that's a 20.
So he's going all out with that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's everything.
Trained by Ragnar adds 4 to weapons.
You boost him up, that brings him to 24.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks.
I'm
You
doing
spent
well,
the fate
thank
point,
you.
okay? You spent the fate point.
Yep.
24. Jesus Christ. So that is above his 9. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Jesus fuck. It's a heck of a hit.
Yeah, do I lob off the lip?
Dude, you got to do the Megazord.
Yeah. Well, as it turns out combat's over, you win. Who the fuck cares?
Do, 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 do.
1 second. Okay. So,
See, Bob, I learned my lesson from last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good order. Well done, sir.
1 second goes to 8.
Uh,
Then,
Brendan, I was telling Justin that in my head, after the game, I was going through when I slash how I can logically use all my fate points in a single shot just to max everything out.
so
A Hail Mary?
Yeah.
that would be a severe consequence he takes. At which point you slash. Where are you slashing at?
I'm going for the jugular.
So
Called
you
shot.
come in,
Oh, God.
you like being knocked back 1 zone, you come running in, and as you come in, you jump, and the moonlight glimmers off you as the green destiny slashes, and it passes, and you land behind him right at the feet. Through the water, you skid towards the body of the Ogopogo. You twist your body, and your back slams into the body of the Ogopogo, and you see him standing there. He takes 1 step forward, another step forward, and his head falls off.
Well, since he's a god, it's not going to be that easy.
Right? All
Yeah.
right. What would, where am I? So that would be Leo. So Brandon, what would you like to do?
The
Is
axe?
there anything else you want to do, Leo, before your turn's over?
I'm going to make sure the Ogopogos, do I feel anything from him when I touch
He's
him?
still warm.
He's still warm? Can I try and revive him? Do I feel any spirit?
What's that?
Do I feel any spirit from him?
That's like a full action to focus.
Okay. I'll do that next round.
Okay. But yeah, he's warm and slimy. All right. Volus, what are you doing?
So am I.
Okay. So how far away am I from the Headless Wonder?
You are.
I took a fate
you
point
are
to
at the
stick
back
around.
of the zone.
Yeah.
Right? So you're a full zone behind that. So you're 2 zones away. You can run up in a full move.
Does he take drowning damage because his head under the water?
Oh, which reminds me, I got a roll for Big Joe Moffara, who is tied up, and he is a full zone back as well. So he's on the ground there.
So Big Joe's with me.
Yeah, and Jordan, yeah. Basically, he was in between you and where Leo was, in like zone.
Might
2,
want to free him.
in the middle.
Okay,
like,
and
he
how
did it-
far
he
away?
flew back in the water, like the water rushed him back, and he hit a tree.
Okay. So I'm a full move away from
You're
the
2
headless
full
guy.
moves. You're 2 full moves, so you'd have to use your attack as
Yeah.
one of the moves to get up to him.
I gotta take that off.
What about the Ogopogo that's still behind him? So it's even farther away,
but
right?
Ogopogo's body got like washed closer to the water line, so it's basically
Okay.
where Joseph was. Like it's like 5 feet behind Joseph instead of 40 feet behind Joseph now,
Right.
and like Joseph fell forward and head off.
Okay. So I should probably check on Big Joe. Big Joe's not dead though.
You go check on Big Joe.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on Big Joe.
Roll a scholarship because that's the medical
4.
one. You got a 4
I got a 4.
and no bonus.
For what? What's
Scholarship.
No.
So a 4 is like you go up, you check his pulse, you get close to see if he's breathing. He's still breathing and he's trying to shake it off. You can hear him muttering something like just by pure force of will, he's muttering, "Motherfucking son of a fucking ribs, my ribs." So he's clearly still alive. Like when you got close enough, you can kind of just see his lips moving and hear him. You're like, oh, this motherfucker's fine.
What if I give him a mushroom?
Huh?
What if I give him a mushroom?
I did not see that coming. Okay, you take a mushroom, you put it in his mouth, you fucking jiggle his jaw. He chews it up a little. Okay, we'll get back to that. Big Joe.
That's a really good move. I didn't know you had any mushrooms left.
Yeah, I had a couple. That was now. By the way, Justin, that was my 4th round out of 10 for my mushroom.
That's 4 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, that just.
Are they
used
all
the
gone
4th
when they're
round.
gone then?
Yeah, he ate my last one.
What?
There's no way to get more mushrooms?
It is the man himself. What up, the man?
The man.
All right.
Ooh, I'm
so
a believer.
It
I couldn't
is
leave her.
literally Jack's turn.
Well then, what's going down?
So what has happened?
Hey, you okay, man?
Cool place.
Mostly asleep.
Jordan, I'm gonna tell you, I blew my load, and with Brendan's help, we rolled a 24.
Okay.
So now
So-
he's headless.
So what happened is they rolled. Joseph Lacroix rolled an 8. The highest, closest one was Bob with a 7, so Joseph went first. He did Deluge. It hit everybody, sent them back one
Zone.
Some people were in zone 1 next to him, so they're still in the same zone, just the back end of it, which is where Leo's character Alfred was. And your character, so it's you. If you fail, you move a zone and you take a 1 on damage.
Okay.
So we assumed you would just take the 1.
I was pretty far back as it was.
Yeah, it goes back 3 zones entirely. The whole thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So the body of the Ogopogo is now rolled up almost on the shoreline, dead there. Joseph was standing there, eyes glowing. So Alfred ran up because he was still at the back end of the zone, jumped, moonlight slashed at his neck, rolled the 24. Joseph rolled a 9. So he took a severe consequence of his head just fell off.
Okay.
But he's a god.
I want to keep siphoning his power.
Yeah, so you hold up the charm.
Yep.
All
And
right.
start reciting the what I learned last time with the high lore roll.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna say the words that you heard him saying.
Yeah.
All right. So I would imagine you'd have to. Did you roll a lore? You rolled a lore.
Yeah,
to-
you had me roll lore, and I rolled pretty high. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, you got it. All right. So you start chanting. I would need you to roll a conviction, just a straight-
Because I know it's ancient Etruscan.
Yeah, yeah. Of course you.
Akuna Matata.
That is. There's conviction.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You roll. Okay, perfect. So at which point you take the stone, you hold it up, and you begin reciting in ancient Etruscan the words he was saying, and the stone grows warm and begins to glow green, but nothing seems to be pulling off of him yet.
All right. Well, it's
I feel
it's
like
a
you're going to have to
process.
keep doing this for a number of rounds if you want it to do what you want. So
Okay, I'm gonna focus on that.
I'm going to mark that as 1 round so far. All right, Big Joe now with his... Actually, I will introduce him at 6, which is what he rolled. So we'll count him as spent from last round because he was unconscious, and we'll go back to the top, which would be Joseph, who casts Moonbeam on 2 players. Everybody needs to roll and tell me who got the lowest. And I'll
Is this a
roll.
raw
I
roll?
want the white dice. I want the white dice.
Sorry, man. You get the black dice. You got 0.
0.
No,
I got
the
1.
white dice.
I can't hear you, Brandon, if you're talking. I saw 0. Yeah. So, all right. So, did everybody roll a 0 except for Big Joe? Looks like
I
it.
rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you 3 rolled the 0.
All right, Bob. Now you get to choose the color, black or white.
White.
Yeah, you 3 roll again. Lower of you 3.
Bob rolled a 1.
Okay.
-1.
Reroll, Leo.
Mine is
Yourself.
2.
-2. So Jordan, and then who got?
Bob got a
-1.
1.
So it'd be Jordan and Volus take the hit then. All right. So Moonbeam comes blasting at you. That comes out of weapons 8. So wherever you're at, you get hit with it. So roll a defense to try and dodge it.
I will.
You see the body rise up, and a hand reaches out, and blasts of moon come out of him in every direction.
Because you
hitting-
can't see where he's shooting.
Yeah, which hits Jack and Volus.
Does
I
he
will
take?
use my
that's it.
athletics to
And
try
what-
dodge.
And it's a DC of 8. We need
Yeah.
to roll 8 or better.
8 or better. So you got to roll 9.
Uh,
9 or better. It's
roll 9.
yeah. It goes to defenders. Oh yeah, 8 or better. So
Okay. Well, I got a 7, so I'm going to use Touch by Valhalla to increase my weapons by 2 to bring it up to 9.
nice. All right, you just barely jump back and dodge it. What about you, Jordan?
Well, I also rolled a 7, but I will use. I
My
will
wits.
use. I finish when I start and dodge.
Dodge.
Dodge!
Best sport ever.
Got to dodge.
Dodgeball.
All right, so you both blissfully avoid death. All right.
Yay.
It is Jean-Paul's turn. Your brother's body is now floating off the ground and emitting green energy, but the energy seems to be pulling, not completely off his body, but in the direction of the stone that Jack is holding.
Jordan, can I run and cast? Or do I have to be standing still to cast?
No, you can move and cast. It's just a matter of matching your
Focus.
conviction and discipline.
Oh, those are both maxed out. All right, I'm going to cast fire
Okay,
at my brother's torso,
sure.
but I'm also going to make a movement towards him.
So he would have to roll higher than his conviction, right? Or is higher than his discipline.
If he's using his power into it, it's conviction for how much power he puts in, and is disciplined for how well he rolls it.
And you choose how much conviction you put in.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to, you say, do a 4, right? And then you would have to roll higher than that on discipline. And your discipline is 5. So you can put more than that in if you want to risk it. What happens if you don't fail?
But no matter what, he takes 1 mental stress.
Yeah, so you would, okay. I'll mark the 1 mental stress off. Okay.
So if I have to roll higher than what I say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for 4.
Okay. And then, so Leo, roll and add.
Oh, right.
Yeah, roll and add
Roll
5.
roll better this time.
Dude, I rolled you a 1 last time. Leave me alone. There, you got a 3,
4.
okay?
3 plus 5, he got an 8. Yes. So what does that mean, Jordan?
That means he successfully does what he tried to do.
Without
then-
having further mental problem, right?
And then I'm gonna use
So he
what am
does
I
4 damage on him? Correct?
bro, I'm gonna use my brothers in arms and use a fate point.
To bump it up before you know what your thing is?
Oh, is he rolling still?
He has to roll defense, yeah.
No, I'll let him roll defense first. Wait.
Yeah,
I
so
thought I
fire's
got-
coming at him with a 4, so he has to roll a defense, which I'll give him a -2 because he has no head. So that is -2 plus negative, so that's +6. So that would be, he actually gets a 4. He just gets a 4. So he is defended. So now if you want to put a fate point in, you can.
I'm gonna put a fate point in, brothers in arms,
Okay.
and I'm gonna scream, "I am the buyer's market," because that is still my thing.
So you're gonna put 2
And
in.
double fate point, yeah.
So you're gonna bring, okay, so that's 4 damage he would take then.
And I'm gonna get a full movement towards him while I do this.
Okay, so you go, you swirl your hands around, you focus your mind, and you blast fire forward at him. A new skill you've been practicing. You know, spending a lot of time with
Just-
Jack, you've seen him do this. You think you can do it. So
Lots of questions, yeah.
you blast fire forward at him, and it hits him. You see this burn on his chest, and you see what looks like tendrils growing up out where his head was. A bunch of them burn off, but he's still standing.
They're the same kind of tendrils that I saw coming from the cell phone shop.
No, these are physical, like muscle regrowing, little bits of bone and like sinew for like he's healing. His head's just growing back.
Ah,
All right.
that's a handy skill.
Big Joe stands up, pulls the bindings that he has, and they break, and he roars, and he goes for a full tilt run toward. We're gonna just make
Please say my brother. Please say my
yes.
brother.
Well, I was gonna make you guys roll, but we're gonna give it 4.
You know what? You know what I'm thinking right now? I'm thinking Tom Badbido running into battle on at the gates of Mordor.
I'm thinking the Vikings. What was that anime we watched, Bob?
Vikings?
Vinland Saga.
Yeah, we should finish that. That's
Gotcha.
a good act.
That anime's next level. The guy eats the mushrooms in that and just wrecks the whole boat. Awesome. Anyway, so he goes running in and tries to tackle Joseph, but let's give him a tackle. That's not a good roll. And I have Big Joe here somewhere. Big Joe Moffara handled up the Panama in just one day. Hey.
Hey.
Big Joe. Superb. +5. It's a 4.
My phone is taking over itself.
So yeah, he misses Joseph and lands in the water. Stands up, water sprays up, and he screams, "Ah!" And that's Big Joe's move. Now it's Leo. What are you doing, Alfred?
What you said? His head was regrowing. Did you say his head was regrowing?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna go for that regrowing head.
It's
But you
burned.
should straight down his body.
So
Like
Leo,
lengthwise.
Can I shove the sword straight down his body?
Can you give me a sheet?
Go for it.
All right.
Bisect
Roll
him.
Cobra Kai, sweep the leg.
Well, yeah. So I rolled a 7.
You rolled the 7. He rolls an 8. So he beats you by 1.
Does anybody have anything to like boost me up a bit? Anybody at all?
I can't use Train by Ragnar again, can I?
You can use it once every round.
Okay, let's do it.
It's a stunt you have, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you
You should
want,
be always using it then.
do you have the fate point to use it?
Yeah, I've got. If I use it, I've got 2 left.
Mm-hmm. So he's beat you by 1. Do you want to do that?
Yep.
Okay. So that would be a 3 damage he would take then.
Yeah, I had 4 to.
Yeah. So that would be from 7 to 10 to 11, which makes it 3 above 8.
I can still hear you. I put you in my pocket.
Okay. So yeah, so he takes a 3 damage then. Herp, 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 derp a derp. All right.
Sound like Neo when the Matrix thing goes down his throat.
All right. So, is there anything else you want to do, Leo? You slash at him, and your sword goes like across his chest, and the green end just barely stops it. But you see, it stopped it from going through him. You still slash his chest.
Okay.
It resists you, but not completely.
Okay.
All right. After that would be Brandon. What is Volus doing? Knew that was coming.
I'm gonna take the axe, and I'm going to slash it downward while thinking of being next to the Ogopogo.
All right. Give me your attack.
Merde. +4.
+4. You beat him by 3.
What do you mean I beat him by 3?
He rolled a 1.
I'm still like two sectors away or whatever.
Did you not run up
Aren't
to him
I?
and hit him? You said you took the axe and you swung it at him.
No, I swing the axe down. I'm over by where Big Joe was.
Okay.
I'm trying to open a portal with the axe.
Is that what you're doing?
Brandon,
Yeah.
run at him and hit him. You just said you hit him.
No, I'm 2 sectors away. I can't reach him in one move.
Yes, you can. You can reach him. You just can't hit him.
Ew.
You would reach him. You would be at him, preparing
Yeah.
to swing.
All right.
He's
all right,
letting
we'll
you
do
hit
that
him.
instead then.
Well,
No, he's not letting me hit him. He's letting me get close to hit him next time.
Yes.
I was
would
hoping to open a portal.
I would allow
next
you
to
to
him.
roll an athletics if you wanted to see if you hit him once you get there.
All right, we'll do that then.
Roll an athletics. Beat a 2.
Over there.
I don't have athletics. I have endurance.
Nope.
And I've already used Touch by Valhalla. No, I haven't used Touch by Valhalla. But that only brings me to a +1 if I use it. So no, I don't get it.
All right. So you get there.
Not for me.
You're anteed up to do a swing, but you don't get to actually hit him yet. Is there anything
Right.
else you want to do on this round? Any other skill checks or stuff like that?
Actually, hold up.
Hmm?
What's the hanging? Not hanging, but what's the? It's
Yeah.
in the thick of it. It was like you had a battle named one.
So the aspect that would be is
Hi,
the
sweet, yeah.
headless.
Yeah. So can I bump Brandon because he can't see it?
Yeah.
Then I will do that.
So what you're doing is which exactly? You're trying to make it so that he can. Oh yeah, you're giving him his athletics higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so what? How much does he bump my athletics up? Because I had a -1.
And then
I rolled a -1.
you rolled a -1, so that would bring you to 2 with a bump. That would bring you to
Okay,
plus
and what-
1 with a bump. So you're
and
almost
what do I
high
need?
enough to hit.
Yeah, but then he's going to defend. If I get I can do touch by Valhalla, which adds 2 to athletics. So that brings me to 3.
Okay, so you do swing. You got a 4. He rolled a 1. You hit. You
Okay.
hit with this weapon. And you see his energy begin to split. Quite literally, his body begins to shake and shudder as green light begins to emanate out. And some of the energy is moving towards Jordan, who's still there holding the thing up and speaking ancient Etruscan. You know, El Dores, mi nana, mi adura, says Doras, you know, and he's going like that, right?
Yeah.
And he's holding up the stone, saying those words over and over again. And the body begins to shake and shudder. The head on the ground begins rising up into the air towards where he is. You can feel your force as you're holding it, as it's exploding out towards you. Your hair is blowing back, and the wind is pushing the water out. And you see Joseph's hand reach up, and he begins pulling. And he's going to roll a conviction against this. So that is where is his total conviction? There it is. That is a 4, which that's 1 round lost. Okay, so that's 2 rounds lost, actually, because of what Gordon's doing. All right. That's going on. Jack, what do you want to do?
I'm pulling his power away. I want it for myself.
All right. So that's 3 rounds now because of what Brandon just did. You can see the green pulling towards you now. A string of it's coming off. You can hear the pure rumbling of power exiting his body with the axe coming down on him trying to resist the axe. And you can see the body of the Ogopogo begin to like shake and shudder, and it begins glowing green, and it's lifting full bore off the ground. The pure sound, the vibration sounds like a high-pitched screaming coming off that whole area as pure raw power is escaping from both Joseph and the Ogopogo. All right. Anything else you want to do, Jack?
No, I'm gonna dig in and, you know, set my heels and pull his power to me.
Okay. With the power that he has still in his body, he begins, and you see him resisting, and with his other hand, he holds it up and blasts another moonbeam. I need everybody to roll an athletics.
Oh, black or white?
Oh, 6, 7.
7? That's a +7?
Yeah.
Okay, so not you. All right, give me an athletics.
0.
3.
So maybe Brandon. And you said 3. And what did you get, Leo?
3.
You got a 3?
Yeah.
And what did Bob get?
Well, Bob got a 4.
Not Bob. So it would be Brandon and Leo that get hit. And then you need to roll against for your defense of some sort, a 6. You got to resist a 6.
Can I use weapons or fists against that?
Anything you have, it's an attack that hits multiple people.
I got a 6.
I got a 6.
You got a 6 and a 6, so you both just barely jump out of the way again. And then it is Bob's turn because he's 7. And Bob says resend link. Why would I resend link? It's there. I was going to say it's there in the chat. Up here. None of that's the link. Delete all. Sorry, guys. He should rejoin any second now for his turn.
Okay, we've only been waiting 2 weeks to do this.
Sass.
While we're waiting, Justin, I know I told you, but guys, I finished Battlegrounds. Holy fuck.
Intense.
Oh yeah. Like you don't see this shit coming.
I'm really looking forward to it. As soon as I finish changes, which I'm in the middle of right now.
Jordan, did you get the book?
Yeah, just finished chapter 5. I think I've just got 6.
Yeah. All right. I'll lend you Battlegrounds as soon as you're done.
I'm already seeing the pattern of what's coming.
No, you don't. No, you really don't.
Okay, Bob, it's your turn. It says he's here, but maybe he's not. Oh. Hello, Bobby. Bobby. And then it's Big Joe's go.
How much of a monkey wrench did I throw in your plan with that mushroom?
That was great. It's fantastic. I had plans for Big Joe, but it definitely changed them.
You know what I was thinking at that point?
What?
Sensu bean!
Yeah, exactly.
My brother.
What was that?
What was? Yeah.
What? He's got the no Wi-Fi. We're going to skip his turn until he's got better Wi-Fi. Yeah. So Big Joe turns around and swings for all he's worth. He has fists 4. That is a -1. That's 4. So I can only defend with a 6, which he defends 4 to 4. It goes to the defender. It hits him, and you see.
Does he also get his additional +2 for rage?
He's hitting.
Because he's on the shrooms. Doesn't he get the +2?
Yeah, what does the mushrooms give you? +2 to all things?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, fuck, I haven't been counting that in for any of my saves.
What does the mushrooms do, and how many rounds? I think it's a minute the mushrooms work for.
10 rounds.
10 rounds, that's a minute, yeah. Does it say what the mushrooms do?
You told me last time, I didn't write it
I
down.
think it's just a straight +2 to all your rolls.
Yeah.
So that would be a 2. So
Doesn't it ignore damage too? Like 1 point of damage or something like that?
clears a point or something like that. Yeah, you can clear a point or something. I don't know. I didn't write it up, and I probably should have written it up when I was doing all the other special items that people have.
Yeah.
It would be a
Yeah, I
+1 thing. I know that. Actually, you can use it multiple times. It'd probably be a +2 out of your refresh. But so that is Big Joe's go, which makes it Leo's go.
Excellent.
Leo, you see he's got the axe into him. Big
Yeah.
Joe goes and hits Joseph, and Joseph, and he's like holding up, and you see he's raising his hand up again to try and do that moonbeam attack.
Okay, I am going to lob off one of his hands.
Go for it.
9.
9. Well, that would be a 7 he got, and he's going to use always prepared. He casts shield and stops your blade, so that would bring him up to 1 above you.
Wait, I got one more. I got the Green Destiny.
Okay. So you're going to pump it up 1 above that?
Yeah.
Okay. So he does the shield, and it breaks through and hits him. Boom. He takes the damage. It goes and sinks into the bone of his arm, and you're clinched in.
Actually, my last fate point, I'm going to use the fact that he's blind, he's headless,
Yes.
and I'm going to invoke that to give him an extra +2 to his damage.
Ooh, that would actually bump that up way further. Okay, so since he's already got a 2, a 3, and a 4, that bumps it up to a 5. Blammo! It goes through his hand and into his chest and buries itself, the Green Destiny, like through into his neck. His hand falls off.
That solves one problem.
I've heard
Bob?
similar sounds in the woods.
Did you get
was in the woods one time. It was
You
getting
get-
dark. I was totally alone, and I heard "Kita-ta-ta" in the distance, and I was like, "What the fuck?" The real question is, can you hear us?
I think we lost. Why doesn't he just call? There's got to be a number he can call.
We can hear the fucking speaker in the background better than we can hear him.
You there, Bob? I heard deer make similar noises. He wrote, "I run and grab my brother's body, but he's not down. He's floating."
I think he means he wants to use his demon against his brothers.
He says, "And use insight
Oh,
emotion."
feed off him.
Leo, yeah. Leo, roll for me. Oh,
Okay.
Well, can you hear me now?
sort of.
Barely.
I don't want to tell you what I rolled.
What'd you roll? -4?
Close.
-3?
Yeah.
Right. Insight emotions. I might have printed out over here. I don't know if I do.
His brother should really take a negative to that, though.
What's that?
His brother should really take a negative to that, though.
For insight emotions? They both have it.
Well, to defend against JP, considering he doesn't have a head, and he's got an axe in him.
And a sword.
Kind of hard to think straight
What?
without a brain.
Well, I can sort of hear you now, yeah?
Okay. Did you get my text and gonna cast instead of motion?
Yeah. Yeah. Can,
Did it work?
well, you'd have to roll and it'd pose him. And I don't remember how insight emotions work at all, so. Because it's all in this game. Insight emotions. Dresden. Let's see. I have a sheet printed out for what your abilities are. It's 2 pages, and I'm missing the second page that has insight emotions.
If I actually get physical contact with him, so it's running out his body,
Yep.
then it'll paralyze it. But if he throws me off, then it's no good. So it's all on his defense roll. It's only good as long as I'm touching him.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't remember what the power actually does. What the rolls, the bonuses. There it is. It's -1. Costs 1 refresh to do it. So how much refresh do you have available? Have you used anything?
I used 2 big points.
You've used 2, and your basic refresh, your available refresh is how many? I think you have 5 altogether, unless we've taken extra stuff. Yeah, it's 5 altogether. Okay. So you've used 2, and this will be your 3rd one then, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So since it's 1 versus 1, it will be conviction versus conviction. I'll roll for Joseph. Leo, you roll for Bob. He's got a 5 to conviction.
Okay, so I'll add the 5 to my roll,
It'd have to be the 7.
which is great because I rolled an 8 in total.
An 8. Awesome.
Yeah.
You begin, Bob, draining from him. He seems as though the power you're draining from him isn't from his source, though. It's part of the green energy from the Ogopogo. It's as if that power's a shield around him.
Okay.
All right. And that will have a mental of 3. Boom. All right. Up next. So that would be Bob getting his turn finally in. Jack, what do you do?
Your soul is mine.
All right. You continue to drain power.
Yep.
It feels like there's just a well, like a deep, deep well of power that is in him. And the power is now, you see a stream fully on coming towards you. And
You know what? I got him. It's on video. That called.
so anyway, you can clear the power that's coming off of you. allows you to clear one conviction, what's it called? Mental conviction off your thing.
Oh.
So any point on the mental conviction you want to clear, you're welcome to clear it.
Okay then.
Yeah, as you feel that coming towards you, it's replenishing you the power. All right. So then that's Jack's turn. We go back to the top, and he hits you with Deluge. All right. With his head gone and his arm gone, he blasts the last, what feels like might be the last bit of his power, and water rises up and knocks everyone forward. A wave of water. You've got
Now, question: is he not stunned from losing against his brother?
it's drawn. The power is drawing not from him, but from the Ogopogo's power.
No, I know, but he has to control the power.
He is.
If his mind is blocked up, could he not control? Because he couldn't use
It
his.
hasn't gotten through there. It's everything that's happening right now is hitting the first wave of his power.
Okay.
So he's got a shield around him of like divine energy to kind of explain it a bit of inside baseball. Like you wouldn't know this without a lore roll, but it's all draining from that power which he shielded himself with. Right?
Okay.
It's not even affecting him yet. Right? Like you can
Cool.
even see that his body is growing back, and like the tendrils that like is where the hand was, you can see what looks like sinew coming back with like little green sparkles coming up. Same with his neck, little green sparkles coming up where he got slashed and burned. It's all healing. Right? At which point you're pushing in with the sword. Big Joe's there. He does Deluge. You need to roll and beat a 8 on endurance or athletics or whatever you can to not go flying back. Brandon, I highly recommend you roll high enough.
Isn't he at a negative because it's instead emotion?
Yeah,
I got a 9.
it's draining from his shield, not from himself.
Oh, that's oh wow.
You got a 9?
Hi.
9.
Awesome.
Be right back.
I got an 8.
You got an 8? You hold position. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. All right, what'd you get, Leo? What did Bob get?
Sorry, what am I rolling?
You're rolling. Just give me a roll, and I will tell you whether you make it or not.
Just a straight roll?
Yeah, just give me a roll. You're rolling for Bob. And for yourself, this is endurance or athletics to not be knocked back.
Well, I mean, even if I roll my endurance and athletics is +3, so like I would get a 6, which would not help.
Yeah,
And
so
Bob got a 2.
2. So Bob gets knocked back, so he's no longer making contact, weakening the shield. And you didn't get high enough either, you said?
I got a 6.
You got a 6, so you get knocked back as well, and both of you take 1 physical damage.
Do I heal? Do I get any healing powers from the power effect out?
The whole thing with that, with the incite emotions, you're not draining him to you. You're draining him to drain him with incite emotions, right? Like feeding, you would have to break him down so that you could feed on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right. So that was 1, the first physical damage you've taken. So you've got 2 and 3 you can still take. Leo, you've taken. This is your first physical as well.
Yeah.
All right. And then because you've maintained, it's Bob. What do you want to do?
I jump forward and I grab him again, and I shove the coin down his neck hole.
You are a full zone behind him. You are a full zone, so you'd have to do a movement.
Human speed, yeah.
All right. Get up to him because you were right up touching him, and then you want to shove the coin down his neck hole.
Yeah, I want to poison him a bit.
All right. Roll for it. Roll for me, Leo. This would be like a fist, basically.
This is a might.
You're gonna use might.
3.
Might, yeah.
1 plus. So you have the strength though, which is enhanced strength, which is here.
Yeah, the stat.
It affects your might, and your might is a 3, I do believe. Yes, it is. You are able to lift more harder than your average human can due to your stuff. Improve lifting. Whenever you lift or break stuff, you get a +3 to it. So this is not lifting or breaking. I'm trying to remember what might does in all. Give me a second, guys.
He's breaking his trachea.
Well, you know, sort of. Let's go rules. I'm just trying to see if it might adds to fists would be the question I'm asking, because this is basically just fists. Which he doesn't have. He has weapons one, so fists.
No, I have strength. I mean, strength.
Skill, fists. So,
I don't have specific. I mean, human strength and might. With
Yeah.
attack.
yeah, I'm 1 second.
Yeah.
Right. That's the whole thing about a new game system, 16 sessions in on a big boss fight, trying to know if this actually applies to this. Dresden RPG. Okay. There's like 3 different things right now. Might Dresden RPG. Well, I just want skills. Just give me the fucking skills, you piece of shit. Dresden RPG skills. There we go. Obsidian, Portal, great website. Some might. There it is. This is... Come on. So a measure of your pure physical power, either through raw strength or simply the knowledge of how best to use your strength and have. So breaking things, exerting force, lifting things, wrestling. Well, wrestling would count. Use might to grab, hold, or otherwise overwhelm an opponent with physical force. See the grappling section on page 211 in the player's book for details. Jesus Christ. Fists. I'm just going to say yes, and instead of spending this whole time looking up rules, and say that he does it. And shoves the coin in to what looks like no effect. All right. But he's got the coin in there, at which point it is... Where's Brandon? Leo's. So it'd be Big Joe. He hits again, which is versus 8 minus 2. That's a 4 plus 6 is 10. So he hits, and it doesn't seem to have a major effect for Big Joe, but he roars as this is going on, trying to actually, you know what he does is he goes behind him instead of hitting, and he puts his hands on him and tries to push him deeper into the axe that you're pushing against. So, at which point it's Leo. Go, Leo.
Split of Mike Cordwood.
8.
8?
Yeah.
All right, so he gets no bonus against the holy weapon. So that would be 0. So you hit him with...
Wait. I'm a champion of God. I ignore all his armor.
Yes, yet again, he gets no bonus. No bonus.
Oh.
Because it's against the holy
He
weapon.
gets no bonus against you.
Yeah. So normally he gets a +8. Against you, he gets a +0.
Excellent.
And he rolled a 0, which means he rolled a 0. Which technically, you know what? Because he's got no head and he's fighting everyone else, I'm going to give him a -4. So technically you're at 12. So you do 12 damage. That's above that. That goes into consequences. And you lob off half of his body. And half of his body hits the ground. So one arm is gone. The other arm is half an arm. And things are growing out of it. And you see what looks like a bunch of tendrils come spit out of his body from this hit. They're ethereal, ghostly. The noise gets even louder. And you notice the green aura on his body begins to shrink exponentially. Right? As he tries to force his body to heal and resist you guys. You hear what sounds like what looks like his trachea flopping, just screaming, like air pushing through it from a kind of sound coming out at you.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Right?
I love it. I love it.
And you see all these like ethereal tentacles trying to grab sand and mash it into his body to try and heal him. But it looks as though he's expending a shit ton of power to do this. All right. Brandon. Give me
So I'm still trying to force that axe into him, huh?
Give me an opposed strength roll.
Can I use might?
Yeah, use everything you got, bud.
Rolled a 3. I have 2 to might, so that's 5.
You also hopped up on shrooms.
Hopped up on shrooms, so
On
that's
shrooms.
2, so 7.
Okay, you've surpassed his 5. And he's going to use a fate point, which is God Killer. He's going to use a fate point.
Oh God.
Take himself up to 7, so he's at 7 as well.
Hey, Bob, you
So
should
I'm
use your
gonna
brothers in arms.
I'm gonna use my last fate point and add Inhuman Strength, which adds 3 to my might.
He is going to use, that's that one. He's going to use a fate point for race to be king, and he's going to use a fate point for shield, which will bring him up 2, so he is 1 above you now.
Bob, you should use brothers in arms and
So 1 above you. It's just 1. It's just 1 above you.
My turn's over, isn't it?
no, but you can use brothers in arms to boost him.
Yeah, you've still got 2 fate points. Brandon's trying to do the kill blow here.
All right, I use a fate point, brothers in arms.
Brings you to 1 above that. And because you've gotten involved, he's going to use sibling rivalry, which brings it 1 above you.
You know what? You should hit him with I am the Bard Market and use your last fate point.
What
I
is it? It's not, I am the
scream.
blood. It is not that now. It is Bad Blood from the House Lacroix. Use that
Oh.
one. Sure.
Oh.
I am the lead brother, bad blood.
Yeah. You do that. That brings him 1 point above him. Jesus Christ, what do I have left?
You hear me?
I hear
Yeah,
you.
we hear you.
Jesus Christ. Well, that's a 0. Shit. Holy fuck. The axe dives chest deep. The whole green aura, the screaming, the sounds of his throat's end, and you watch him split. Poof! White light as 2 entities go flying. What looks, all those tentacles coming out of him coalesce into what looks like the spirit of a giant world snake. And he splits into a separate person flying to the right as everything goes white. I need you all to roll let's give it a thing. Something. Where is his skills? An endurance of some sort. Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever
endurance.
you have to resist fucking the white light that emanates from him.
6.
Nice. You got
8.
4. Nice.
I
7.
use my presence.
Use presence. Perfect. That is 5. Roll for him, Leo.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay, you do.
I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3.
Oh, you roll a 3. Okay, so
Yeah.
plus your presence, Bob, is fairly high, as I recall. I think it's a 5. Your presence is a 4. So you get a 7. That's more than enough. So everybody resists it, right? The light flashes. You turn your head and block it, and you see what looks like Joseph Lacroix, full-bodied on the ground, his shirt blown away. There's barely anything left of his pants. Very Incredible Hulk-looking. He shakes his head. You know, he doesn't have his glasses on. He's looking around, and he starts grabbing at the sand. And you see behind him in the water, the Ogopogo rises up. Mouth mawing. Pure, raw energy. The connection you had, Jordan, breaks, and you watch as the thing you're holding cracks in 2. The, what's it called? The stone cracks from the energy resistant from it. And the Ogopogo looks around. Steam comes out of his nose, angry. What would you like to do?
It's my turn, yes?
It is, because that was Brandon, 3. It is your turn, yes.
Well then, I think someone's not going anywhere because I'm gonna freeze his fucking legs.
Okay. Go for it.
Since I freed up my magic.
Yep.
I'm going to pump everything I can.
Okay.
Which is currently 5, 6, 7.
You got a 3. His conviction's 5. He's got an 8. So he resists you by 1.
He had an 8.
Did he?
He no longer has the power.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, his natural conviction is +5. He rolled a 3. So, if you want to do something to boost your thing, you're welcome to it. Psychic domination. He can probably try that next.
Oh, I know. I'm going to freeze the ground under him.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, you do it. It works. It rises up and grabs him. Absolutely. 1000% true. Yeah. The ground can't resist you. All right. So the ground swirls and grabs him. Welcome back.
Hey, what happened? Were they perfectly separated?
Yeah, he's perfectly separated. He's, like the Incredible Hulk after he turns back into Bruce Banner. He's just shirt blown off, pants ripped on the ground. The Ogopogo rose out of the lake and is there breathing steam, angry. Jordan.
Oh, I beat my brother.
You say that? Ogopogo, I bring you your sacrifice?
Yeah.
Ogopogo told me he wasn't interested in vampires. But I guess a human with a demon inside might be fine.
Well, in this particular case, the Ogopogo's going to make an exception.
Yeah, he's going to make a hell of an exception. We saved his life and gave him the guy who tried fucking with him.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just as Joseph...
I think he owes us.
He goes, what are you doing? And he tries to run. Jordan freezes the ground underneath him. Ice grabs him by the legs, stopping him from running. And the Ogopogo goes, I accept your sacrifice. And eats.
And I yell, I am the virus marker as I feed him.
Yeah. And eats Joseph. You see Joseph picked up, tossed in the air, and chomped again. It just fucking consumed. And the Ogopogo chews and looks at each and every one of you, having finally defeated Joseph.
So that just happened.
Yeah.
I guess the coin's in the Ogopogo now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that'll work out real well. I don't think a Denarian really wants to take over the Ogopogo.
He doesn't spit out the coin. All right.
He got a little bit of Christianity in him. It's all good.
So, defeated. You stand there before a demigod, an ancient eldritch thing, as it eats one of your enemies. It swallows and goes, I accept this offering, monarch. You may continue to operate in one of my cities. As it slowly sinks down before it disappears, do you guys want to say anything else to the Ogopogo?
So we're even?
He stops and goes, you may operate with the monarchs.
Like all of us? We're good?
I accept you as one of my many servants.
Seriously?
Should I risk stirring the pot?
Well, I bow to him and thank him.
He accepts your bow. You see like blood trickling down his face from where he chewed up Joseph, and he nods.
I already have a master.
Huh?
I already have a master.
He says, I accept that and respect your operation in my territory. I wait for Bob to call back. Maybe he wants to say something to the Ogo fucking Pogo.
You would think he'd be a little more grateful after we just saved his life, eh?
He's letting us live. He's grateful enough.
It's not just letting you live. He accepts you as one of his patrons. So he's like, you work for me now. Good job. What you did, I'm taking credit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been holding off on saying shit to this guy about something, and I really don't know if I should because I think it might piss him off.
Can you hear the other players, Bob? Bobby. Bobo. Can you hear the other players?
I guess I'm going to have to get the house fixed.
Yeah. So the Ogopogo is still up. He receded into the water a little bit, and he said he accepts you guys as his patrons, as his people.
And I politely told him I work for someone else.
What's that, Bob?
I've always wanted a snake god as
There you go. My friend, the Ogopogo. Or Jorgenmonder if you're, Vikings.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of that's kind of the thing I'm thinking of. Like, yeah. I don't want to mention Thor.
Yes, he's coming, you piece of shit. All right, you didn't say nothing else? You just allow him to head off?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
To head back to my house and make sure the spell is broken.
All right, so Bob says he's going to head back to the house. He's
Actually, you know what? Before he goes off,
Yes.
they did this for you.
Mhm.
I did this for me.
Perfect. Take a point.
Some form of reward would be nice.
You're being allowed to live.
So first
Seriously?
off, take a fate point.
Okay.
And second of all, you're dead.
Roll me a presence or something.
Get my dice out again.
It's not for God.
I don't have a great presence. 4, 5, 6.
You roll a 6. He says, not only will I allow you to continue operating in this city, but I will make a place in the ocean for you. And when your body sinks deep into it, it will be respected and returned to the land. And disappears.
That's kind of handy.
He just foretold his death. He's gonna die in the ocean.
I'm gonna die anyway.
In the ocean.
Yeah. And
He's
thus,
kind of immortal, so just go back to Valhalla and then be reborn.
well,
right.
Jordan's the one who made the deal on that one. Whereas
Yeah.
Volus would if he dies, he doesn't go to Valhalla. He goes to Ragnarok.
Okay. I gotta get going. Little one.
All right,
All
good
right,
game.
call the night.
Good
Good
game.
night, guys.
All right.
Night.
Yeah.
So
Take
everyone
care. Bye.
levels. Everyone levels. Major, significant, milestone, whatever the top one is.
So I had an idea to try and get an extra fate point out of you if I needed to in that last scene.
Okay, what would that be?
Like if it was like right at the clincher, I was gonna lean in and I was gonna be like, Jorgenmunder is Thor's, you're mine.
Haha. I'd give you a fate point and I'd be like, he's pissed. He doesn't like that at all.
And I'd have used it to like thrust just a little bit more.
Yeah. But no, that was awesome. We got the big killing blow in the end. I was like, shit,
Yay.
I've got nothing left I can do.
I was half tempted to just turn the axe onto the Ogopogo and sever the connection from that end.
Yeah. Once you got the run up and Jordan gave you the bonus to actually hit, then I was like,
Yeah.
2 rounds of interaction, which is what we did. Like 2 rounds of interaction, he's going to try and resist it. But the truth of the matter is, if you maintain another deluge, he's more than likely so fucking beaten and battered that he's not going to be able to survive the interaction, and it's going to separate him.
Yeah.
And I was expecting someone to be like, "Here's your offering, you piece of shit." I was waiting for that, and I was expecting you to do it, but then fucking Bob jumped on it immediately.
It kind of makes sense that Bob would do it because although it's for me, the Ogopogo recognizes that if I'm there, they're all probably with me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's his brother. If I did it to his brother, he'd be like, "You killed my brother. I was going to do it, but it was you. You killed him. I don't like that."
Yeah. I was like, he's going to separate them because the axe separates beings like that both ways. And
Yeah.
I was heavily considering whether he needs a second hit to split from his white courtness.
Yeah.
Which I haven't decided as of yet because they're so intertwined. But the whole thing is, if you remain a virgin, you keep your soul.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he's a virgin.
No, but that's the thing is like you can become just a human if you find true love before you kill someone.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, the White Court, the way their vampire works is it's almost like a soul replacement once you turn.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't even know if I would, like if Bob got hit by it, I think it would, because he's a white court and he is a full-on white court. I don't like his actual soul. Is it in heaven? Is he a different person? Like, what's going on? How does that work?
Well, because Thomas does still feel, he's affected by true love, but he can still feel it.
Yeah.
So his soul might still be there. It's just the demon is the one in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, and ever since Turncoat, Thomas has been more leaning into his vampire, into his white court vampireness.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'll eat Molly if you let me. Like, he straight up says that. He's like, if you ever get tired, I'm happy to eat her.
Yeah, he takes into it. He does dive into it a lot more. But I mean, he does also he becomes more closer to his brother also as well, right? Yeah. Well, so yeah, he got really close with Harry. They got really close, and then he started going back more towards his family, the White Court, because they were pressuring him. They didn't like him hanging around, but he still kind of hung around.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a while, and then near the end, getting closer to where we are now, he's been at Demon Reach a couple of times with Harry.
Jordan says winter never ends. That's hilarious. But yeah, so he's been at Demon Reach getting to know Harry a bit better, you said?
Yeah, he and Harry have gone to Demon Reach a couple of times now, and they've like built up the place a little bit. And
I figured he would. I figured he would eventually make that his home base, is what I assumed would eventually happen.
I mean, he's protected there.
Yeah.
Harry, nobody's gonna fuck with him there.
Yeah.
Because not only does he have control of the prison, but the genus loci and the basically the AI living artificial intelligence of the island protects him.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you gotta finish reading those books, man. I've just gotta like balls deep commit to it. So did you have fun? Did you have fun with this session?
I did.
Did it go the way you expected it?
Well, again, I was hoping I could try and use that portal opening technique that the axe has to try and get in behind him, to get closer to him instead of wasting all that time running. But I didn't need to. It didn't take as long to get to him as I thought it was going to.
Doing the portal thing would have ended the same. You would have cut a space in the space and time, walked through, and that would have been your turn, right?
Yeah, I thought I was farther away. I thought I was going to have to take like 2 turns to get to him.
Yeah, so you'd use your attack to make the portal, and then you'd use your movement to move through the portal. So it's the same difference as 2 moves. You'd want to go further than 2 moves with that portal move. Right? It's not a particularly fast thing.
No. And it's open for 6 seconds. Does that mean only I can go through, or can someone else come with me?
If you open it up for 6 seconds, everyone's move is less than 6 seconds. So everybody can make a move on the same turn, which is basically what we're all doing at the same 6 seconds, right?
Is there a cooldown period?
I don't remember what I wrote. So I know I wrote this one. I think it costs a fate point is what I wrote.
Oh.
Like every time you do it.
That would make sense. That would make sense, because it wouldn't be something you'd be able to do constantly over and over and over again.
Yeah, the Pangu-fu, there it is. Earth and Sky, Door Stunt. It's 2 refresh to take it to a tune. And yeah, Axe can make a door to any place or plane. It slices the fabric of reality and makes a door to the place the wielder intends. The door lasts for 6 seconds. The user must already be familiar with the destination. Scrying a destination does count. Seeing it on a photo or on TV does not. So yeah, you have to like Jordan could use scrying and like clue you in with it, or you can use scrying to see an area kind of thing. Like if you were to take levels, like it's the kind of thing that like if you've got like wizarding abilities, it becomes even more powerful because you can look at a place and then go there.
But like if I wanted to go from where I am right now to the monk's temple, I could just open a portal and just walk through, and I'd be in the monk's temple. Yeah,
absolutely. And to do it, I would say there's no real cooldown. It's a fate point. You spend a fate point, you go to a place. You have so many fate points a day. You can just, right? And like it
Yeah.
costs 2 of your refresh to have it, and then to use it, it costs 1. And you can use it
Yeah.
as many times in a day as you have fate points to do that. Right?
Okay.
And like it, I think I compare it to like the Never Never abilities that they have. The wizards can like make a door to the Never Never, but they have no control as to where they're going.
Yeah.
Right? Like they wherever they make a door, there's a conjoined place in the Never Never that's tied to. Right?
Yeah.
Whereas like with this, you choose where you're going. Right? Which is why it's like so many fate points and it costs so much, is it's very powerful.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like I open a door here and end up in this place in the Never Never. It's like I open a door here and I'm at Mab's castle if I want to. Right? I can literally just be there because I've been there before.
Yeah.
Right? Or like,
And she'd be pissed that you're there.
or it's like, it's not, I want to skip going to the Never Never altogether. I just want to open a portal and be at the Parliament building in the room with Justin Trudeau. I just walk right in. You know what I mean? Like you can just, or Harper at this point in the story because it's 2016. But yeah, so just walk straight in there. You can go with this ability. You can go anywhere. But so my plan for next week is that it's postscript for this story. So it's anything we want to tie up story wise, and then it'll be the start of a new campaign, and we'll go with our characters from there. Or who wants to keep playing can. If Jordan doesn't want to keep playing because he's got too much on the go, he can opt out. If we want to add someone to the game, now would be a time.
Yeah.
If we add someone, we'll redo the aspects and join them in. You know, like how the background aspects, could swap one out. Like everybody could swap one out for someone else new in the game. You know what I mean?
Well, I found out last week that our store is going back to staying open till midnight
Okay.
on the 18th. So if I'm going to be working till midnight on Wednesdays, I won't be able to do this.
So this will probably be the last session next week.
Yeah.
Perfect. Postscript session. Well, I hope you had a good time playing.
Yeah, it was fun. It was different than D&D, that's for sure, but it was good.
Yeah. Well, the mechanics for it are very loose and very like story driven. So I do
Very much like the books.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very pulpy. Like Fate is very pulpy. So that was something I was very concerned with. I'm just like, I'm so used to like spells being, I cast Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire does this. Not like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to control the power with the opposite. Like if I need my conviction and discipline at a certain level, like just reading that shit, I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, what spells can you do? And the game's like anything. Whatever you're trying to do, you just have to roll higher.
Damn.
Yeah. So if he wants to scry, he can do that. Like there's all sorts of like school. You can. I hate the magic system in this. I don't like how very open to whatever you want to do it is. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, I want to teleport you. I want to fuck you up. I want to do this and the other. I want to throw fire. It's very much like flavor. It's whatever vanilla flavor text you want to throw in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I had a lot of fun.
All right.
It's been awesome gaming with you, bud.
Yeah, man, you too.
Big end next week.
Okay.